It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. And checking out some numbers for him.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
And the starting group for the Spurs. Zohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. The guard pair are Jones and Vassell. And it's Johnson in at the small forward position. And for the Timberwolves, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Nas Reed out there with Gobert. And it's B in at the 1. And Greg, here we are, not yet halfway into the season. For players, has the wear and tear already set in?
It can. Sometimes it's the accumulation by the end of a season, but other times it's just a challenging stretch that can leave you reeling.
And it's going to be the Spurs off the tip. And as MP told us at the start of the season, he wants to be at the top of his rookie class. Seen by everyone as the clear-cut standout. How would you qualify his performance in that regard?
Well, from what I've seen, and in my opinion, MP certainly accomplished that mission. He's exceeded expectations and barely looks like a rookie when he's on the floor. He is a top talent in his class. No arguing that.
He was all alone on that one.
The court awareness improving with time. Johnson with a great pass there.
And here are the Timberwolves. And this team is in the middle of an astonishing 28-game winning streak. Yep, 28. No matter when it finally ends, this will have been a historic run for them.
This is truly an all-time streak, and we're not talking about just for this franchise. We're talking about in the history of this league. The consistent dominance is something so rarely seen. You have to keep reminding yourself to settle in and watch these guys work.
For 3, Edwards. That one's in, his first shot this game.
This guy is constantly refining his game, and Anthony Edwards is dangerous from 3.
Vassell outside. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Lets it go with a 3. Johnson's shot is off. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Beyond the arc. Rebound by Johnson. Spurs have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Thanks, guys. Well, the Spurs with some experienced additions, bringing in Chris Paul and Harrison Barnes, their mentorship is likely just as valuable to this young roster as their contributions on the court. And with legendary head coach Greg Popovich, they're creating an environment for growth in San Antonio. They're really building things the right way, guys.
All right, Shams, we appreciate the report.
Not a single shot has gone down this period. It is the very definition of ice cold.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Looking at Minnesota, they took the win in their last game against Houston.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
It's always a good thing when the defense is scrambling. Whenever there was open space on the perimeter, their shooters were able to locate it.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Well, these are the players you don't want to give any space to beyond the arc right now. The best long-range shooting guards in the past 10 games. 5th best, Anthony Edwards.
These guys are gunners. I mean, they've got the green light at all times because of their three-point shooting. I mean, they are cash money.
You don't want to get into a three-point contest with any of these players. The range we see among that group is beyond belief. Even against the tightest of coverage, no shot is a bad shot for any of them.
Here's B, following the three-pointer by San Antonio. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. for three. San Antonio with the rebound, coming off that loss against the Nets.
Yeah, I mean, hard time shooting the rock in that one, but they also didn't give themselves the best looks.
I think even when you get quality looks, there was an inability to stay consistent. It is hard to win on a cold shooting night in today's NBA. The scoring is just too good.
And really, he came into the game with that long-range shot looking great. Boy, he could wind up with a crazy number of threes today.
Here's B. Playing Houston, he was nearly unstoppable. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Some worry, Doris, about a log jam up front for the Timberwolves. But it seems to have worked out.
It certainly has, Kevin, and I think part of that is the high skill level of both Karl Anthony Towns and Naz Reid. Both of those guys can play the 4 and the 5 spot. What does that mean? Well, it allows either of them to line up next to Rudy Gobert, provide spacing with their shooting, and stay big. That's a huge advantage.
Here's B. 6 points for him. Drills the three-pointer.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Spurs trail by 6. Outside, Jones. 17-foot shot on the way. And it's San Antonio with another.
Well, I'm telling you, this guy is doing everything he can to get them where they want to be. He's been on a mission in this period.
Here's B, defended by Jones. B can't get it to go. The Spurs have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Back to Jones. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Jones has got 13. Minnesota's gone 4-7 from three-point range so far in the first. Gobert, the screen. Here's B. Off target from three-point range.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Jones, the pass to Wembanyama. Johnson, a wide-open look. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much. I spoke briefly with Chris Finch. Now he's in awe of Victor Wembanyama, just like everybody else. He said, I don't know that we can stop him. I don't know that we can slow him down. But they want to try and play a physical brand of basketball against him at both ends and see if that has any effect. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
Wow, insanely tough to get a shot off when Rudy Gobert is around. Wow.
All right, a chance to check out stats for B. This last month, he's been positively spectacular. First in steals, and such a great distributor and decision maker, among the top 10 in assists per game.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number 1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Alexander Walker's checked in. Vassell wide open. San Antonio again missing. Minnesota leading by 6. Pass to Reed. Here's B. Puts up a deep 3. Wembanyama with the rebound.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
Here's B. Throws down the breakaway jam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Here's Jones. After the basket by Minnesota. Picked away. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. There's the steal. Here's B. Good for his 6th make and a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
And the Timberwolves with possession here, following the bucket by the Spurs. Here's Edwards. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Edwards got 5 points so far. And it's Jones with the ball for the Spurs, trailing by 10. Pass to Branham. A three from Wembanyama sinks the three-pointer.
And when Wembanyama is connecting from deep, he is downright unguardable. This is how special a talent he is.
Here's B. 17 points in the game. Out to Edwards. Here's B. 6 on the shot clock. They get it back. Fires the three. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now, here's Collins. Still scoreless. To the paint, here's Jones. It's good again in an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Only one miss in his first 8 attempts. Coming out of the gate strong.
Out to Edwards. Lets it go from deep. And another three for Minnesota.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Knocked away. Pass to Alexander Walker. Into the lane. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. Some changes for Minnesota. Ours is... So Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And San Antonio has possession. 11-point game. Here's Castle. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Mike Conley was drafted, Doris, back in 2007. And somehow, someway, he's gone his whole career without receiving a technical foul. Heck, you and I have received technical fouls over here, but not him on the floor.
Kevin, that is an impressive feat. And it's also probably why he's won the NBA Sportsmanship Award more than anyone else in the history of the league, and why we will never win it.
Rudy Gobert is out there with Naz Reid. Then there's B, then it's Conley, and it's Edwards. In at the three, the small forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
And after that great first quarter from three-point range, he has finally come back to earth.
Pass to Castle. No good with the triple.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter. And even after all those three-pointers he hit in that first quarter, it looks like the D still didn't learn its lesson as they've left him open for another one.
So it's San Antonio now, following the three from B. Again, the miss by the Spurs. From deep. Rebound, San Antonio.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on B. That's his first foul. Daniels is checked in for Mike Conley. And San Antonio also making a switch. Johnson's checked in for Castle. And Wembanyama outside. Edwards against Vassell. Over Edwards. Vassell, no good.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
B gets the bucket.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Here's Wembanyama. He's coming off a 25-point game against the Nets in Brooklyn.
And it felt like he was literally everywhere on the defensive end. Multiple rejections, stifling all game long.
B gets the bucket.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Jones. He's got 17. Pass to Johnson. McDaniels against Wembanyama.
And he's not the biggest guy, but Vassell can get up there when he needs to.
Here's B, and stolen by Wembanyama. Now here's Jones. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Here's Johnson, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
And going old school on him, Johnson with the mid-range, a rarity in today's NBA.
Here's B, defended by Jones. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, B in that last game against the Rockets lit up the floor. He finished with 64 points, and as you may have guessed with him, a lot of those were on the 3-ball. Those are eye-popping numbers he put up. Couldn't possibly top that tonight, could he? We'll all find out together. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. It's going to be interesting to see how he follows up that performance.
Yeah, he was the driving force behind that victory, but each night comes with different challenges.
What you love about this guy, though, is even when the defense adjusts to what he's doing, he'll make an adjustment right back. He is always ready with a counter.
Here's Jones. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Jones, no luck. Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Edwards passes to B. Gobert, the screen. And again, it's Minnesota.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
I always like to hold for the last shot right here.
Well, that's great execution if you can do that, because it takes any chance at momentum away from your opponent.
Jones, no one around him, gets the 3-pointer to fall. Jones has got 20 points. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break.
This is a contest where sometimes you get guys who don't play much. So a lot of their best dunks happen in practice. Makes the evaluation a lot harder.
Changing focus now to that first half. A brutal game so far for the Spurs.
I think it's funny watching these guys play defense. This is a circus, and they're getting clowned.
Giving up too many easy looks for sure, but who knows? Maybe after intermission, they'll bring out the Tigers. Rawr. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, B has been exceptional here, guys.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
On the floor for San Antonio, Zohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembenyama playing the 5. Vassell in the wing along with Johnson. And it's Jones in at the point. 2 points, that one goes. 22 points for him.
Way to create just enough separation to get that shot to go.
Well, to me, that's about skill overcoming size. And how about the fearlessness at the offensive end?
And San Antonio has possession after the miss from B. Unloads from 9. Another one falls for San Antonio.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Reed with a screen on Jones. B can't get it to go. Spurs trail by 16. Outside, Jones. Pass to Vassell. Spurs passing it around. Here's Wembanyama. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat. Wembanyama also possesses that reliable jump shot.
You know, Greg, with the combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake.
Now, here's Vassell. After the miss from B, that 3 off the mark.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Lets the 3 fly. Traps in the tray. B's got 37.
Well, you love that they've been able to rely on him time and time again. You love the effort here late.
Jones looking for an opening. Pass to Sohan. Takes the 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Edwards got his 7th rebound here tonight. Shields. And the 3 off target. Spurs trail by 17. Vassell, the pass to Sohan. Wembanyama, a screen. Here's Jones. And it comes off the front of the rim. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's B. Hits the outside fadeaway. B's got 39.
Boy, nice shot. He didn't need the fadeaway to create separation, though. He was wide open.
Pass to Sohan. Outside, Jones. Wembanyama sets a screen for Jones. He gets that one. Jones has got 6 here in this quarter.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Takes it inside, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Gives the team such a great element having a 1 guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever. That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Jones, the pass to Wembanyama. And it's off from 3-point range. Timberwolves leading by 21. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You look at the Timberwolves. Quite a season they've assembled here, guys. Perched up there in first place and playing terrific basketball game in and game out. And checking out San Antonio. They're back in the 9th position.
And I think for the Timberwolves, what an ideal start for them this season. I mean, it takes some teams a while to kind of come together. Not this group. They were ready right from the start.
And what a good feeling it is to play such high-quality basketball so early in the season. This kind of start sets the foundation for what could be a monster year.
Here's B, and he's got 41. Reed with a screen on Jones. Here's B, buries it down low. B's got 43 points.
Well, they're just riding the hot hand down the stretch, and he's been in a zone all night.
Here's Jones. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Back to Edwards. Here's B. Off target from outside. Spurs trail by 21. Another steal. Launches a 3. Oh my, he'll go to the line with a chance for a 4-point play. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Timberwolves?
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Now here's Edwards. Shot clock at 6. Here's B. Another one goes. Incredible.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. Jaden McDaniels has become an X factor for the Wolves. Mike Conley says, we know what he does defensively, but the offense that he can bring for us balances our unit. It's much needed. Guys tend not to think of him as an offensive player, but he does have that in his game. Kevin?
But I love the reference to an X factor. He definitely is that. All right, David, thank you. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. San Antonio making a switch here. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard and see which teams have been the NBA's best in the rebounding department. In the third spot, the Spurs.
You know, it's not necessarily a glamour stat, but make no mistake.
Checked in for Minnesota. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Pass to Champagny. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, good on the triple.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
We've got Joe Ingles. Conley out there with B. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Garza in at the 5 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Clock at 6. There's the screen. Alexander-Walker passes to B. Puts up a deep 3. Conley's shot is off.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it. And I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
Here's B. He's guarded by Collins. From 11 feet away, Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Count that one. Castle's got 11 in the second half.
You like how Castle plays at his pace, accelerating when he wants to.
Here's B. The rebound by the Spurs. Castle's got 4 rebounds in this game. To the inside. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
Pass to B. The NBA has always been a star-driven league, Greg, and that's reflected in team strategies now more than ever before.
It is. All over the league, teams now building their systems around their stars, surrounding them with complementary players and running the offense through them as much as possible.
And another one falls. Amazing.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Pass to Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Ingles with a screen on Vassell. Shields hits it again. Wow!
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on B. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Einad's checked in. Goes up off the inbound, and he goes in for the dunk.
Now, I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Here's B. drops in the layup for 2. B's got 6 in the quarter.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Pass to Sohan. Well, a trend that we've seen over the past couple years is that the league is getting younger, Doris, than ever before.
And Kevin, that's a product of players starting to train seriously at a young age. And what they're training is their skill level, handling, passing, and shooting. The key here is, do they have a nuanced understanding of the game? There is where the growth has to come, but it is definitely getting younger.
And that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. From the arc, good on the three-point shot. Sohan's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Listen, even average three-point shooters are going to make that shot. Defense must be better.
Drives to the hoop. Another bucket. Wow. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Now Wembanyama. Back to Jones. Pass to Vassell. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. Jones has got 3 assists now in this one. Timberwolves leading by 22. Down low. It's tipped. Johnson dishes to Jones. Vassell outside. Off with the layup. Minnesota's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. And good! He hits it again. That's 62 points. 62!
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Sohan with the ball. Outside, Jones. That's tipped. 1:39 left in the fourth. Shields can't hit from in close.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Outside for Wembanyama. Nailed from three-point land. Wembanyama's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Spurs.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Timberwolves.
The differential in assists led to a lot of open looks, and it also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
And they made the defense adjust, but they just couldn't come up with an answer.
And so taking a look at their record, a nice milestone they'll be picking up tonight. 30 wins on the year now.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with 1 game left against this squad.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for B.
Well, I think his contribution clearly came at the defensive end, right? He came up with a bunch of huge steals. He was a menace all night long.
Here's Sohan. His three-pointers off the mark. We've got 33 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's B, defended by Wembanyama. Timberwolves passing it around. 6 to shoot. Back to Alexander Walker. Johnson with the rebound. And here's Jones. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. So long, everyone.